Bench testing a 1957 Cadillac headlight switch with the fog light option. Serial number 1117-2020. Offered by TT Parts Rebuilding. First test, switch first position, tail and parking lights. Second test, switch second position, tail and headlight. Third test, dash light, dim and bright. Fourth test, first position, tail and fog light. Fifth test, switch load test for the headlight circuit. Test number 6, switch terminals insulated from chassis ground. Before starting our test, we have an indication of a fully charged battery. We'll be bumping this up to 13 volts for the test with our backup charger. Here we have an indication of 13.24 volts. Test number 1, first position, checking parking and tail, indication of the front parking lights and the tail lights, and off. Test number 2, second position, tail and headlights, tail lights, and we see the front parking lights are turned off. Next test will be testing the dash light for dim and brightness. First position, rotating the rheostat, indication of the bulb illumination. Rotating the rheostat, we can see a progressively brighter bulb to full on. Again, rotating the switch to the dim position, decreasing the brightness to off. Headlight position, rotating the rheostat, indication of the dash lights brighter, full on, and off. Next test, we'll be testing fog, tail and parking. First position, indication of the tail lights and the parking lights. Rotating the fog light switch, we have indication of the fog lights. We see the front parking lights are off. Early model vehicles had generators. They couldn't carry the load of multiple lights, and what they would do is they would shut the front parking lights off. Since the fog lights were in the front bumperettes, they felt that this was enough illumination for the road. Again, rotating the fog light switch to the off position, we see we've turned the parking lights back on. To the headlight position, we see that the front parking lights are off and the fog lights are off. This option is not available when the headlights are on and off. Next test we'll be conducting is the switch contact load test in the headlight circuit. We'll be connecting the halogen bulb, first position, tail and parking. Next position, headlight. Indication of the circuit is complete. No dimming of the bulb. Good indication of the switch is tight and we have good contacts. And off. Using a standard 12-volt test light, we'll be testing the quality of the switch insulation from ground. Shorter terminals probably would result in blown fuses. We're going to test the switch integrity, insulation. Starting with the fog light, probing the terminals, we see that the terminals are insulated from the chassis ground. Moving over to the main switch, checking dash light circuit, battery terminal, headlight, front parking, tail, and this is the supply for the brake lights. We have no indication of any continuity to ground.